In the previous video, I demonstrated hopefully that you can do very good macro photography with an old second-hand camera like the Canon 60D. Hopefully, I did, I think. So I thought why not try again, but this time with one of the cheapest modern camera in the market right now. And actually I think the cheapest would be the Canon R100, but it doesn't have a flippy screen, and the Canon R50 has one, and that makes it a lot more convenient and useful in my opinion. There you have it, my brand new Canon R50. My camera came with a charger, 2 battery, which is nice because you need at least 2 battery with that very small camera, an SD card with 64 GB of memory, a strap, and a very cute kit lens. This looks very much like my first camera with interchangeable lenses, which was the Canon M50 about 4 years ago. Before that I had the Olympus TG5 and the GoPro Silver 4, mainly for underwater photography and videography. And it was a lot of fun. Now when I look at the photos I see a lot of motion blur, and I wish I knew a bit more what I was doing at the time. So for those who don't know this camera, let me give you a very quick overview. This is a cute mirrorless camera. It weighs 375 grams with card and battery. 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor with a GGX processor, a mechanical or electronic shutter with a burst mode up to 15 frames per second, 12 in mechanical. It has a very good dual pixel CMOS AF2, the same as the R6 Mark II for example. Good 4K at up to 30 frames per second and 1080p at up to 120 frames per second. A flippy touchscreen and a small EVF, USB-C port, micro HDMI, external mic input, multifunction hot shoe. It's compatible with UHS-1 SD card, and the battery is the small one, unfortunately. No automatic sensor cleaning, no IBIS, no switch photo to video mode, no joystick, the buttons are small, the grip is small, and there is only one wheel, but it's very cute. We will try it with my Laowa 65mm f2.8 Ultra Macro. It's a very sharp manual lens that goes at up to 2 times of magnification. My small, lightweight and good enough Godox V350C, and my flash diffuser that I made long time ago with a plastic bottle, link in the description below. Last word before we go, I bought everything that you see by myself. I have no sponsor, and I see you in the forest. 1 second for you, 1 week for me. Sometimes nothing goes as planned, so the Godox flash was not compatible with with the multifunction hot shoe of my new R50. It was compatible with my R7. You could do both multifunction and normal hot shoe stuff, but not anymore with the R50, so there is that. The flash diffuser was also not a very good fit for my little setup, so I had to find that little flash diffuser on my bags. On top of that, the screen of my MacBook is dead, so I am working with a cheap smart TV, and I shot JPEG for the first 30 minutes in this video. I think I did not push the right button to confirm my changes, but guess what? The result seems very good. What do you think? So my new flash, released in July 2024, is the Canon EL10. It cost around $280 in the Philippines, so I bought it in Japan for $100 less. And I will not hide that I am a bit disappointed by the fact that I have to buy a new flash, considering that I have already 5 or 6 flashes, I think. But anyway, this is the occasion for me to try a native flash. It is on the smaller size, it is easy and nice to use. There are some advantages of using AA batteries, and it did a good job with my single shots. I used a lot of flash power of 1 over 4 to 1 over 8. I wanted to shoot everything at ISO 100 and that's what I did. So we have a little green bug over here. What is that? Oh, cool! Little fly, very weird fly. Oh, let's try 1 over 5 flash power, maybe f11. She's cleaning itself right now. Oh, I hope I can get something good. I like that kind of weird animals. So you just got a Canon R50 and you want to do macro. This is what you may want to change in the settings. So the first thing I change personally when I got a new camera, whatever camera it is, I want to be able to shoot without lens when I put a manual lens like we have here. So you go with Canon in the orange menu in page 3 and you turn the shoot without lens on. The next thing I change right away, I turn the shoot without SD card off, and that you can find it in the red menu in page 6. Then personally, I shoot RAW, so an egret. Oh, that's an eagle! And you can choose in which format you want to shoot in the red menu in page 1. That's one of the first things you can change in the menus. So if you want to shoot JPEG, you can. Personally, I was wrong for the first 20 minutes. Then the white balance. It doesn't really matter if you shoot RAW, if you shoot single photos. But if you want to shoot some burst mode and bracket some images, you will prefer probably to choose your own Kelvin, like something like Kelvin between 5200 and 5600. In the red menu again in page 4. Then you may want to get some help with the manual focus peaking setting, and you can choose that in the pink menu in page 3, and you can choose the color and the intensity of that line that will goes around whatever is in focus in your image. Then something very important, the display simulation in the red menu in page 8, you want to turn that off. Because if it's on and you are in a dark place like I am right now and you shoot between the branches at f11, you will see nothing. Then the airplane mode, I turn that on. That's found in the purple menu in page 2 to make sure that my camera is not trying to find some Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and I think that could may save some battery life. Then you may want to customize a little bit your quick menu, and you can do it in the red menu in page 7. I put there the focus bracketing, for example. There is 2 free space, and then you can remove whatever stuff related to JPEG if you want to. It's very dark. I will need some slower shutter speed at 1 over 80th or even 60th of a second. Let's try that. Ooh, I can go very close. That's nice. It's a bit better. He moved. Ooh, he flew away. I hope I have something. This is a peacock pansy. The other side of the wings are more orange saturated and beautiful with some kind of eyes pattern. Even though there is a lot of destruction in this scene, I think it's a nice photo. There is a good amount of sharp elements. The butterfly is where it belongs. The exposure is good and the focus is good as well. I like that one. This is another photo a bit closer. This Canon is actually at about the same price of all my Godox flashes, and this one doesn't tilt down a little bit, so that's why I prefer my Godox flashes. And also they are a little bit more powerful than this one. So, you know, I'm thinking strongly about Nikon actually. Anyway, I want to try some Nikon stuff, and I'm thinking about the Nikon Z50 Mark II or something. But for now, there is, as usual, a lot of stuff on my tripod and on my bag that I took with me here. So let's try to photograph that. We have two different kind of grasshopper, one too small and one cricket. The three photos are uncropped. Here you have the cricket. Not an amazing photo, but I think it's cute. And it's also my first photo of one of those. That one is the grasshopper. The other smaller one jumped away. I like sometimes to photograph things that are on my bag to get other textures and colors. And I think insects in general love my bags as well. All right, let's go into that dark forest. Since it's not raining, and always have a look on the trees to see if there is a snake. You never know, it could be a mangrove snake. Yes, the black and yellow mangrove snake is a good tree climber and could be found where I am in a tree. It's not lethal, but painful. Or not sure if the cobras go in the trees. And yes, both the equatorial spitting cobra and the king cobra can climb trees and live on Palawan Island. The green viper does. Is there green vipers in Palawan? Probably. There are two kinds of green vipers on Palawan Island. The Schultz's spit viper and the slightly more lethal Bornean keel green viper. Both are endemic and can climb trees. Ooh, I can see the ocean, so I'm close to the mangrove actually. Just a little bit more. Let's go there. I see where I am. So yeah, I have not been very lucky with this video, but I hope at least I got a few pictures right. So you can see that you can get some nice result with an entry-level camera with a relatively cheap lens. And that's it. Bye.